And we are underway in Buffalo. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. That's Deion Dawkins, the left tackle. From the gun, here's Barber. And he's able to take this one up to the 45-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
7 yards there and a first down. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a give, running right, Barber. Down to the 42, second down. The Bills had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now Allen. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On second down, Barber. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. To the air, Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Running with Barber out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah. How
does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Devontae Wyatt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Shotgun now for Lance. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the minds, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Here now, 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That good for 19 and a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got
all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to have the Bills first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, they go with Barber again. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. On second down, here's Allen. He has it complete to Christian Watson. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. On play action, Lance. A quick throw there is incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is Allen. This pass complete to Melton. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable.
Hall has it knocked loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here in their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Once again, it's Barber. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Up the middle they go with Barber. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught at the 2. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there on the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Lance looking to throw it. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Paul on a give up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. A reminder that when half halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Lance going to throw. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught at the 20. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is caught. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs as the first half is winding. the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. This taken in by Kincaid. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets it up past the 35. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Jets first down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, right back to Hall. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing now is Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance looks to throw again. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. A run up the middle with Barber. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 131 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barber. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And now they'll throw with Allen. This pass complete to Melton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Barber. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air, Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Here's a handoff to Barber running right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Allen now on first down. Right side to Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Barber.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll try it now with Barber.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Allen's throw going to be taken in by Knox. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Touchdown, Bills!
Dalton Kincaid
From 13 yards out.
And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Taken at about the 1.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Here's Lance. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. A give running right is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely. There he goes, right side. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Here's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Allen going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. DJ Reed there defensively.
Back to the running game with Barber. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Allen now looks to throw. He's able to find Melton. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Now Allen again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out come the Jets. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Lance now on 1st down. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hall again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. On the right side, caught by Green. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now Lance.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Allen and the Bills now. Down 34-31. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Here's Allen.
Throw left side complete. That's Barber. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Throwing, Allen.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last